read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Alyssa Martinez and Jordan Holloway claim they agreed to split the utilities evenly with their ex-roommate, but she charged them extra. Melissa Green says the plaintiff started working from home and used more electricity than she did.
See, I have Alyssa Martinez here as my plaintiff. Also joining you at the plaintiff's table is Jordan Holloway, and defendant is Melissa Green. My two plaintiffs are suing the defendant for $519. You ladies cite negligence. What brings you to court? I'll start with you, Ms. Martinez.
We all shared an apartment together, and we agreed when we moved in back in September that we would share the utility bills and all of the rent, a third of each. So we'd all be equal. And then we found out that when we moved out in this August that there was $519 left for the electricity bill. What happened was that during the summer months, she wanted us to pay more than a third. She wanted to continue to just pay what it was going to be before the summer. And then during the summer, when the bills went up because of the AC and it was hot, she wanted us to split it and her only pay the original amount.
And why would she want a different allocation of the electricity bill?
Yes. We started working from home, and so we were at home a lot more.
So you two were working from home.
Yes.
You were going in office.
Yes.
Over the summer months.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And during those months, the electricity bill naturally went up.
Yeah, air conditioning.
Yeah, it happens. But she said it was because us working from home, and she wanted us to continue just to split basically the rest of it after she paid her original third.
So she paid the 1/3 consistently all throughout the term of the lease. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And then there was a surcharge, if you will, over the summer months due to you two using increased air conditioning over the summer months because you were home working from home.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that surge charge, essentially, you all got stuck with at the end of the lease term.
Yes.
And that's the $519 you're looking to recover from her today.
Yes, and the reason is because when we moved in together, she volunteered to pay all the bills herself. We would Venmo her our portion, and she would pay it.
Yeah, but she wasn't really paying it. She was covering it with the expectation of being reimbursed by you two?
She didn't cover it. No.
You're saying she didn't cover it?
She didn't pay the bills fully.
No.
Give your evidence folder to my bailiff, please, so I can go over this. And Madam Defendant, do you also have any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please give that to my bailiff. Thank you, sir. All right, so let's start. I'm gonna start with this plaintiff's folder, and let's start with this group text, because this is establishing what you all agree to. From the plaintiff, it says, hey guys, just putting it in our chat that we all agree to split everything evenly between the three of us. And both parties, both Ms. Green here and Ms. Holloway said, yep, sound good, sound good. So this is an equitable split, 3 ways that all 3 of you ladies agreed to in writing.
Yes.
Okay, and this is what is going to mandate my ruling here today. I see that this is a notice I'm seeing from the billing company. It's saying that the account had an outstanding balance, $519. Has this been paid? Did y'all pay it?
Yes, I did pay it.
Okay.
Yes, we couldn't get into another apartment without
That
paying
tends
it.
to be how that goes, and that's why they do it that way. Okay, so you paid it because it was in your name?
Yes.
Okay, and you want to be reimbursed from her today?
Yes.
Let me go to the defendant here. Ms. Green, they are making quite an accusation against you. What do you have to say for yourself?
When we originally agreed to split everything 3 ways, that was with the understanding that it was the general amount of 130. We were generally speaking.
Okay, let's go back to the group text. Let's go back to Exhibit A from the plaintiff. Now, you point to me, Ms. Green, where it says anything about with the condition of it being a roughly 130-something odd dollar split. Do you see that on the screen, ma'am?
No, Your Honor.
Does anybody in the courtroom see that on the screen? Elijah, do you see it on the screen?
It's definitely not there, Your Honor.
I don't see it there, ma'am. So what would you have me do?
There was an increase, a significant increase over the summer. I work outside of the home and was continuing to go through my daily life. They continued to work remotely from home. And with that, the electricity bill, I knew there was going to be some level of increase given the summer months, but I did not expect it to be to the degree that it was.
So you felt it was unreasonable?
Yes, Your Honor.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Are you the type that when you go to a group birthday dinner and you just have a salad and water, you want a separate check even though it might be 20 people at the table?
Yes, Your Honor.
And later,
I'm here to be reimbursed for my money spent on a vacation rental that was unacceptable. We saw 4.5-star reviews for a quaint cottage, and this was quite the opposite.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Alyssa Martinez and Jordan Holloway, who brought Melissa Green to court over utility bills.
And I'm going to assume you two ladies disagree.
Yes, yes.
And why is that?
I just find it interesting because she still uses the she used the air conditioning in our house also. It's not as if she turned off the air conditioning. She used it when she got home from work and also on the weekends.
Right. So you hear Ms. Holloway's argument, which I think we have to consider, which is that all three of you use the air conditioning to accommodate your respective comforts. So why should you be off the hook?
As I continued to work a regular job outside of the home.
Okay, but you're not suggesting that they had any power to make it such that they worked from home and you worked in the office. Had it gone the other way, would you have been willing to absorb the additional expenses of air conditioning if you were the one working from home?
I believe that that would have been fair, considering that I would have
That's not
been.
what I asked you. I will determine what's fair. Would you have done it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And see, the court has to kind of take that with some skepticism.
I believe that it was an exorbitant amount. There were multiple times that I had come home to pick something up that I had forgotten during lunch, and I found them out of the house, out doing, I have no idea, well, the air conditioning was still on,
Maybe
all
they
the
were getting
lights
lunch,
were on.
Ma'am, maybe they were getting lunch. Maybe they were picking up dry cleaning. Maybe they were living life.
And if that's the case, then I believe that they should.
That you don't want to pay. Okay, I got it. Let's see, you two are exchanging once this became an issue. Hey guys, just received a notice that the utility bill will be spiking during the hotter months, just a heads up. Okay, we'll all pay our portion. Yeah, sounds good. This is where you kind of make the case that you want to change the agreement, really, ma'am. You say, well, you both work from home. You both should put in a little more. It isn't fair to split it evenly when I don't work from home. Are you guys going to send more money? And did y'all even respond to it?
No,
y'all
we did
ghosted
not.
her?
No.
Okay, all right, that's fine. And now I'm seeing, y'all are right. I mean, it went up a lot. It did go up quite a bit. When Ms. Martinez put in the group chat, ma'am, that we are going to split this evenly, where was your concern at that point to alter the agreement when you originally agreed?
My concern was simply that I am of the mindset that if we understand that it's going to be hotter, at that point, there are other precautions to take before going straight to putting all of the lights on and all of the air conditioning.
And that's fine, but
beforehand.
none of that was stipulated, ma'am. Let me guess, Miss Green, are you the type that when you go to a group birthday dinner and you just have a salad and water, you want a separate check, even though it might be 20 people at the table?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, she said that with a lot of enthusiasm. I don't know. Most people don't really enjoy that, ma'am. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it really starts to feel a little petty, ma'am. It starts to feel like, hey, if you only want to be in a self-consumed posture, you might need to live by yourself in a studio. If you are going to take about the experience of cohabitating with two other similarly situated adults, all of you are going to be subject to some level of reasonable changes of circumstance. And I would hope, so now I'm gonna flip it and put it on you two ladies. If it were Ms. Green who had to work from home over the summer and you two were going into the office, would you expect her and her alone to pay the difference in the expense?
No, Your Honor.
No.
And an example of that, her boyfriend stayed with us for around 2 months.
2
and-
months?
Yes, and we didn't ask her to cover
didn't
any
ask
more
her to-
expenses.
Yeah, we didn't ask her to
Is
pay
that
more
true, Ms.
water.
Green? Your
or
boyfriend
anything.
stayed, y'all had a fourth roommate for 2 months?
He did not move in. He was not on the lease, and he
Was
did
he
not.
there for, I know he wasn't
He
on the
was
lease
there at least over half a week.
Was he there for 2 months consistently? Tell the truth to the court, you have been sworn in under oath.
He would sleep over about 3 times a week.
Okay, that's about half the week. How many of you feel like if your roommate's man or woman or partner were sleeping over half the week, how many of you would appreciate that with no additional contribution to the household? Raise your hand if you would like that. Turn around, Ms. Green. So I want you to see here that you and kind of your perspective on what it looks like to cohabitate with people is a little bit out of the norm, okay? And everything that we do here in my courtroom is about fairness. And a lot of what you are expecting of your 2 roommates is outside of the bounds of fairness. So I do believe I've had enough information and I'm ready to make a ruling here. Ma'am, I appreciate that you feel a way about it, but this court cannot acknowledge the disparity that you are naming because I find that these young ladies' circumstances of having to work from home, as many of us found ourselves having to do for the first time in the wake of New World Order, falls very squarely within the bounds of reasonableness and foreseeability. I rule in favor of the plaintiffs, their full demand, $519 to the plaintiffs. That's my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiffs. The defendant is ordered to pay $519.
I believe there were additional mitigating circumstances, but I understand the ruling.
Okay. Any final thoughts?
I am happy with the outcome.
Sorry it had to end this way.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
It was supposed to be a 7-night stay.
Okay.
We walked in. We were willing to pay for 1 night. My wife was willing to stay. However, I had to get out of there immediately. I was highly disturbed.
You were uncomfortable. You didn't even want to stay the week.
This is Equal Justice. Michael Brewster claims he and his family were forced to find other lodging because that defendant's vacation rental was filthy. Patrick Scannion says he offered to get another cleaning crew, but the plaintiff was upset and left.
I see I've got Michael Brewster here as my plaintiff and Patrick Scannion?
Yes,
Scannion?
yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank you, as my defendant. Mr. Brewster, you are suing the defendant for $1,722. What brings you to court, sir?
I'm here to be reimbursed for my money spent on a vacation rental that was unacceptable. So my wife and 2 kids had to carry luggage, past graffiti, past homeless. We saw 4.5-star reviews, and this was quite the opposite, Your Honor.
Okay, okay. Sir, this was your property that you own and rent out?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and how long have you been doing so?
I've been doing this for probably about 25 years. I have,
man.
I have like 5 properties in the immediate area, and this is one of them, yeah.
So you're a businessman. Mr. Brewster, what were your expectations and why are you so disgruntled?
I expected a relaxing vacation next to the beach.
Yes.
However, upon walking in, mold, dirt, mildew, unbelievable.
Okay. I think I need to get a sense as to what we're talking about. Do you have photos or any evidence, sir? Okay,
Yes, Your
great.
Honor, I
Give your
have-
whole folder, please, to Elijah. Thank you. So we can all get a real picture of what you are describing. Let's start with Exhibit A. This is the listing itself for the defendant's property. It does have it listed as an adorable coastal cottage. I do see the 4.5-star reviews, and I see it is $287 a night. This was going to be a 7-night stay
Yes, ma'am.
originally?
It was supposed to be a 7-night stay.
Okay.
We walked in. We were willing to pay for 1 night. My wife was willing to stay. However, I had to get out of there immediately.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Why is this not cleaner for a guest?
I didn't really even know about this until he contacted me.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a dispute between Michael Brewster and Patrick Scannion over an unsanitary vacation rental.
Going on now to Exhibit B, I'm seeing what looks like, I guess this is dirt and everything on the floor. What am I looking at, sir?
God knows what. Could be human feces the homeless people dragged
gosh.
in.
If I go further, what am I looking at here on the sink? I mean, this does look pretty dirty. Let me come to you, defendant, Mr. Scannion. What is this, and why is this not cleaner for a guest?
The thing is, what I want to mention first is that I didn't really even know about this until he contacted me, complained that he was going to pull out, he was going to leave, and then I discovered after that that the cleaning lady that I have who does all this work had contacted me and said that she had an emergency, I think something with her daughter, that she was not able to come. I was not aware of this at all.
So you acknowledge that what we are looking at is not of a standard rental condition?
That's correct, because I always have this unit and other units that I rent cleaned thoroughly all the time. I have a very good crew that takes care of this.
Yeah, because that's part of your job.
That's absolutely right.
Okay, so we can keep looking. We go to the next exhibit. This bed has stains on it. I mean, this is pretty disgusting. I don't even want to think about what stain that is on that bed, sir. What we need to get to, for me to make a ruling, is whether or not there was an opportunity for you to remedy these horrendous conditions.
Yes, Your Honor, there was very much an opportunity. There were several opportunities because when the plaintiff, when he contacted me and he talked about all these issues and everything, I explained.
You're talking about this text message?
Correct. The text message when he contacted me, and that's when I found out about it. And like I said, that's when I found out about the cleaning lady who had the issue. So right away I said, okay, we can have cleaners come in and take care of all of this.
Judge Eboni's verdict when Equal Justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
Just so everybody's looking at what I'm looking at, I want you to consider refunding the trip. As I mentioned earlier, great start for our vacation. You're being facetious. The defendant, I'm so sorry, and I understand this is upsetting, but as I explained on the phone, I cannot afford a refund, but I can have professional cleaners there right away to address everything.
Yeah.
Okay, and what was his response to you?
And his response was no, he wanted his money back.
Okay, and Mr. Brewster, why were you so hostile?
I didn't hear back immediately, so we reacted as we needed because we were not going to stay in that filth any longer.
Between the two of you, I think I've heard everything I need to make a ruling here. You failed, sir, to exercise your duty of care as a property owner, and you know that. But he does get an opportunity to remedy his failed duty. And your inability and unwillingness to allow him to remedy his breach is something that this court cannot accommodate. Therefore, this court rules in favor of the defendant, and the plaintiff's case is dismissed in full. Your case is dismissed. That's my ruling.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
My family was wronged and justice was not served.
Any final thoughts, sir?
I'm happy with the judge's ruling. I appreciate that very much. I've always had a very good business, never had any issues. This is the first time, so.
Judges made their rulings. Please grab your belongings. Follow me.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.